Hello, listeners. Welcome back to Topics with Tim. This is part 2 of my interview with Andrew and Alex about what life is like to be an identical twin. Let's get right into it. Hope you enjoy.
Pull the tradesy on anybody.
Good guys. You're good guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Here's a question. Maybe it'll jog memory. What was the most embarrassing situation you've ever found yourself in because of the fact that you're twins?
Embarrassing situation.
Embarrassing. It's okay if you need some time to
I
think about that one.
it would always kind of be a little embarrassing, like when we were younger, and I kind of hated like when people would be like, "Oh, your twins are so cute," like if they're talking to our mom and dad, "Oh, your twins are so cute, they're so adorable," and we're just like standing right there, like, like. I don't know. It was weird. I just
You wanted them to talk to you, not
yeah,
talk to your mom about
like,
you.
You'd be like, "Oh, you guys are we're not objects," you know what I mean? But
I can't think of anything like an embarrassing story,
yeah.
I mean,
Well, one thing I kind of hated too, like sometimes I had a teacher one time, and she like we were always a little shy, growing up. I don't know. But like in high school and or junior high, I had a teacher, and out of nowhere, she didn't like warn me or anything, but in front of the whole class, she kind of there was another girl in the same class that was an identical twin also, and she like asked both of us to kind of like stand up and talk about like being a twin in front of the whole class, without like giving me any sort of warning or anything, So it was embarrassing, dude. I didn't know what to say, and I was just like hella on this. I hate being on the spot, dude. I hate being on the spot like that. That was one thing I hated about high school was just being forced to talk about stuff you don't care about and like don't know about in front of like a bunch of people, I'm just like, I always hated that, bro, Yeah. But yeah, then she like pulled me aside after the class too. It was like, "Oh, why were you so not wanting to talk about the twin thing?" And I was like, "Well, you didn't give me a warning, you help put me on the spot, I hate doing that." Yeah. But yeah, there was never, I mean, obviously we've never been embarrassed to be twins,
It's not like anybody's like, "Oh, look at the twins, oh, they're twins."
What if it was a societal norm to make fun of twins? Like you treated them like they were lesser,
Yeah, like we were Oompa Loompas and shit.
Yeah. All the nerdy kids are making fun of you. So like Lord of the Rings, hey, I love Lord of the Rings.
And look at those freaks, those genetic freaks.
They're so cool, huh?
Yeah.
Here's a question, a little deeper here, okay? But it's on the. I found another list of twin questions and trying to.
Oh, sweet.
When someone knows what's the favorite thing you like about each other? Oh,
that's so cute.
Notice, I love how you guys both have the same.
I mean, probably just that we're, we always have each other's backs, no matter what, any situation, anytime, anywhere. It doesn't matter how royally one of us have fucked up, It's just we always got each other's backs, no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, we're always gonna be like closest friends and stuff, It's like, it's we know everything about each other, everything, there is to know, really, So it's like,
yeah. There is
I don't know how to put it into words, right?
Yeah, like there's no brotherly bond that that can like equal like a set of twins, identical twins, being like as close as we are. You know what I mean? Or well, I kind of worded that wrong, but like just our like identical twin bond is just like unbreakable. You know what I'm saying? Like no one would ever turn us against each other. And we like never argue. You know what I mean? We're never arguing about anything, we're always just on the same page, just no matter what happens, we got each other's back. That's it.
Yeah.
Right on.
Good knowing you got somebody that has your back at all times, no matter how bad you mess up. No matter what you do, you got at least, at least you got somebody,
Yeah. Like if he calls me and is like, "Dude, I'm gonna assassinate the president," I could sit there and be like, "Hell no, dude, don't do that," No. He's like, "Well, I'm doing it. And then I just be like, all right, I'll be right there, bro. Yeah.
Give me a minute. I gotta run to the gun store.
Yeah. So, yeah. But,
Video's gonna get flagged.
I know. Sorry, our podcast just got flagged.
I know, for real.
Trump's gonna shut this shit
Got
down.
removed from Facebook due to.
Yeah.
Here's another question for you guys. Who's the better looking twin?
Mm.
Oh,
That's an easy one, bro. That's an easy one.
Yeah, Well, look at these.
that's not a question. I'm like, I mean, have you? I was gonna say, like, Alex, you've been working out. Andrew, are you much of a workout guy as Alex is, or?
Yeah, I mean, he does a lot of weightlifting, lately I just been doing like resistant band training,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I kind of have a bum neck. I've had like a bum neck for some years now. My neck's always cracking and stuff. I don't really know. Kind of just, I had a very unhealthy diet for a while, and I've been getting back in shape more the last couple of months, just eating healthy and doing all that fun stuff. But instead of like weightlifting, I just been doing my resistant band stuff, just kind of getting my muscles back in shape, adding a little bit of gains. But
Gains.
games. Yeah. But yeah, he definitely does more weightlifting, and I'm just kind of getting myself back in shape more and stuff like that. But one thing about that too, we have like extremely fast metabolism, so we can like put on muscle crazy fast, but if we don't work out for like a couple weeks, it just goes away.
Gone.
Yeah, I mean, it takes me a while to like gain muscle, and put on pounds. But if I were to stop working out, like you said, for like a couple weeks, I could really quickly lose like 5 pounds, just like that. So like, I'm kind of at the point right now where I'm just kind of trying to maintain what I got right now, and just keep working hard at it. It's like I'm at about 150 pounds, and it'd be nice to get to like 160 was kind of my goal. Like when I started working out a little bit over a year ago, then I realized I just gotta be eating like a madman. It's to kind of keep that weight up, and I don't think I'm gonna ever get there, but it's.
I'll trade you a few pounds.
Healthy, it's good for your mind too. Working out, makes you mentally kind of makes me feel better mentally. So
You're so right. I literally am so upset with myself that I've been slacking. So since this quarantine started, I barely worked out at all.
That's like the opposite, bro. You're supposed
No.
to be gains right now on quarantine, bro.
Dude, I'm just thinking about all the people that like have to go like you that go to the gym, and I feel bad for everybody that does that, because nobody expected this was gonna happen, So there's so many people out there right now just like losing their muscle and like all this years of hard work, kind of going down. I'm lucky I just do all my workouts here, and I got enough what I need to, to get it done.
I'm not upset. I'm not jealous or anything.
Come over and work out sometime, bro.
Dude, I'd probably take you up on that, actually.
We can blast some metal music,
Oh, to get some gains. I'm losing it, dude. Like, I can already see.
Oh, yeah. Get you some guns, bro. Get you some tattoos, bro.
I was doing good. I was good 2 months straight. I was working out basically every day, weightlifting, playing basketball.
Yeah.
I'm trying to dig a little deeper right now mentally, try to figure out what's going to motivate me enough to keep working out during this quarantine time. I haven't found it yet. It's there somewhere. But I got to find it.
You'll get there, bro. You'll get there.
I need another identical twin who will push me to work out and will that's what I need.
I know, right? Yeah. Sometimes that happens too. Like if I see like my brother working out hella hard and he's like gaining all this muscle, and I'm just like I haven't been working out, I'm all skinny and weak, it'll like give me like motivation to be like, oh damn, my brother's like, getting all buff. I need to freaking I need to buff up a little bit too, Yeah.
You don't want to have be at the next family gathering and Alex is like yoked out, and you're like super skinny.
Yeah, we get that every once in a while, like when I'll go to like one of his gigs and people just kind of give him stuff and be like, hey bro, what's up? Why is Alex so much more buff than you?
Yeah.
It's like, that's the best with us.
Dude, some of my friends always give one of my good homies, Chris, he's always like, oh, you got them your arms look like a third grader's legs, bro. I'm just like, bro, I'll work my way up to fifth grader legs. You know what I mean? And just, but yeah, my friends always bag on me or whatever, But it's all good fun, Yeah, that always helps out, work wise. We're always, talking shit, just having fun. I work, you know what I mean. I work, so keep the environment, lively. Yeah.
You ever have someone come up and think you're Alex and be like, or the opposite, where maybe Alex is there and they're like Andrew, dude, you've been working out, like, dang, wait.
Yeah.
I think I have had that once now that you mentioned it. Oh, I forget who it was. Somebody walked up to me and was like, "Hey man, you look good. You've been putting on some weight." It's just like, "Oh, you probably think I'm Andrew, don't you?" And he's just like, "Oh, you're not Andrew." I'm like, yeah, that does happen every now and again.
Yeah,
but it's funny. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Last twin question for you guys, and we'll move on to it's kind of your upbringing with sports, and I want to hear a little bit about that. We'll talk a little lingerie football.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What's something that is the most opposite between the two of you? Like, there's something that you're like, man, that's like we're the most different in this. Because obviously you're similar in a ton of stuff, food, music, looks.
That's a good question.
What's the most opposite thing that you have interest wise?
That is a good question.
I'd say personality wise. Like, one thing I've noticed, like, over the years, back when we were younger, we used to kind of have like the same temperament, but I feel like now, and both our wives have kind of said this, like Andrew's definitely a little bit more hot-headed.
Okay.
Like, something that Andrew don't want to hear, and Andrew's gonna give it right back to you. He's not gonna hold back. I can tend to be a little bit more passive aggressive, where I'm not gonna like yell and scream right away or anything, You'll
kind of hold on to it, right? And you'll kind of act out in different ways, right? Andrew will get it done with right off the bat and just boom, and you'll hold on to it and maybe find a different way, and it'll still come out just in different.
Yeah. I'm not like crazy hot-headed, like I'm always flying off on people, I still have a good temperament, but I've definitely had my moments for sure. But
is one of you more extroverted than the other?
Extroverted. I don't even know what that word means, bro.
Which out of the two of you, which one likes to spend the most time alone?
I don't know. I don't think either one of us really likes to spend too much time alone. Me, I don't know. That probably has something.
I can see that you guys both being pretty outgoing.
We always had each other growing up. We were always with each other at all times. So now that we
got wife and kids and stuff now, we're kind of become a little more introverted. So we're kind of like,
because you're more with your fam and
taking care of the kids and going to work, and everything's kind of routine now.
I don't even know what to do with myself when I'm at home by myself. Like very rarely I got 3 kids and my wife. Awesome. And but when if they're my wife's, out of town, the kids are getting babysat, and I'm at home by myself, I don't even know what to do with myself, bro. Just
usually just come over here.
Yeah, usually come over here and jam, play some guitar or something, But yeah, it's strange.
Okay, yeah. Cool. Yeah, because me and my brother, for example, we're not identical, but a lot of people actually think we are because we actually look very similar. Other than he stole all the tan genes from my mom, the white boy skin. So thanks for that. Yeah. But he's very much like the big picture guy. Like, he sees the big picture. I'm very detail oriented. So that's how kind of we differ as brothers, where he'll, like I said, all big picture, but I'm, well, how do we get that done? What are the little minute details in each thing, And so we make a good team in that aspect sometimes, just because we are so different in that way.
Is he older or younger than you?
He's older.
Older.
About 2.5 years.
Oh, cool.
Okay. No. That's the difference between my kids, actually. Yeah, my kids. I got 2 boys, and they're about 2.5 years apart.
So you have, how many kids do you guys have?
I got 2 boys. I got a 3-year-old, and I got a 9-month-old. And he's got.
Yeah, I got 3 kids. I got a 10-year-old daughter, a 7-year-old son, and a 6-year-old daughter. So, Yeah, started young, ended young, bro. Yeah. Yeah, I think me and my wife both agree that I don't think we're going to have any more kids. So,
Oh,
Yeah, I
that'd
think
be
that's it
terrible.
for the next generation of Robertsons.
yeah. We got 5 kids in between us that are going to raise the next Robertson generation. So, yeah, I think that's plenty.
That's awesome. That's awesome, guys. I wondered too if I would have been better off getting married young and having kids young, or because I don't want to be too old when I have kids, where I'm like, sorry, Billy, I can't go play ball with you, Billy. I got my shoulder, my knee. I'm gonna, be in the nursing homes. I can't play catch with you, Billy.
Yeah.
I don't be that old to where I can't do stuff with my kids. So
Yeah,
it's cool that you were.
yeah.
You did
Me
that
and my
young.
wife got together. Like we've been together for about 10 years. We've been married for over 8 years now. But yeah, we got
Congrats.
married young, had kids young, and very happily married. Yeah,
Yes, that's
pretty
awesome.
Yeah,
Proud of you guys. It's tough to do in today's world. So
yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on from our twin talk. Although, like I said, if a story pops in your mind, please interrupt and share. I'm definitely
Yeah.
curious. So you guys, so I'm learning more about you. I didn't realize you guys were. I knew you guys followed professional sports, but I didn't know you guys played sports. Now I hear that you're soccer studs
Yeah.
playing for what, comp teams or street teams or what? 'Cause now I thought I was the sports guy, and now I'm like, I only played for rec teams and stuff. So now I feel like not only do you guys have me, in the different areas, but now you got me in sports too. So you're
Yeah.
stomping all over my accomplishments here.
You want me to bust out all my trophies, bro? Yeah.
First place.
You can bust out your good sportsmanship trophies.
Oh.
Hey, bro, check out this.
It's called Most Improved Award. Okay.
Yeah. Participation trophies. Yeah.
No, man, our dad pushed us like really hard to be good at sports when we were young. I mean, we liked it. We were just naturally competitive. We always want to win, no matter what we're doing. But when we were kids, it was just our dad pushed us really hard at baseball. And then we were just kind of naturally good at soccer to where we got on the traveling team and just did that for, years up until high school.
Yeah.
And then, so.
Who was the defender? Who was the forward? Or were you guys both mids, or position-wise, where were you at?
We were both midfield, so we were opposite midfield. And so, dude, back when we were playing soccer, our soccer coach was incredible, dude. He was in the Navy and was just like crazy good with conditioning. And the whole team was in such good shape, dude. We can just run up and down the field all day. You know what I mean? So me and Alex were, opposite sides on midfield, and we were good at offense and defense, dude. So we didn't necessarily score like a ton of goals all the time. You know what I mean? But we definitely helped just like dictate the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of people that could like juke us out or run faster and blow by us or anything. Like we would just like go after the ball. That's one thing our coach would always like talk to the other players too. He'd be like, "Hey, the Twins, be like the Twins. You go attack the ball. That's your ball. Go get it." And that's just how we played. We were just extremely aggressive, and just like 110%, like we wanted to win more than anybody else on the field,
Yeah.
I feel that.
You're not first or last, bro.
Not first or last.
But the one thing I miss about playing soccer was being able to slide tackle people. It's the greatest feeling in the world. I spent half the game on the ground. The coaches would always complain, "Jim, get off the ground, because I would go to ground so often because I would just be going for those slide tackles constantly. Loved it. So good.
We definitely accomplished the most in soccer for sure.
When we were 12, we won a state, and that was as far as you can go at our age group. Was that was it? And then when we were 13 was when when we could have. That was the game that we lost the state championship, where if we had won that game, we would have gone on to play other states. And then, unfortunately, we lost that one. And it was a really close game, and our team didn't play exactly as well as we should have. We still talk about it. That was over like 15 years ago,
Yeah.
We still talk about it. People still remember, people who were there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's sick. Would you guys ever be interested in playing flag football?
Dude, I would love to play flag football.
Yeah. I know my buddy, one of our good buddies was trying to get us into that for a while. But, He tore his Achilles or something playing flag football. I was like, ooh, that's rough, bro. Yeah, but yeah, I'm down to play some tackle football too, bro.
You know what, man?
You know I'm down. You know I'm down.
Yeah.
I'll take you down. I mean, I don't know if I'll be able to take Alex down. He's got those big guns.
Yeah.
I'll take the twig down here on the left.
You can take me down, bro? You think you take me down?
you take him down. I'm gonna take you down.
Tag team tackle. We'll switch you guys up. You guys will be on opposite teams.
Yeah, you don't even have to have the ball, bro. We're just
it'd be so much of an unfair advantage for you two on the same team since you guys will communicate telepathically and all that stuff. So I just get you on separate teams. Avoid just us getting whooped.
Yeah.
So soccer players. Any other sports that you guys dabble in?
I'm about to start playing indoor soccer, actually. We're actually looking for more people to play, too. It's mostly with, me and my coworkers, but we do need more people.
Where do you play?
We haven't started playing yet. We were about to, and then this whole virus thing started. So it's, we're not doing that. We're going to wait for a few more months, but it's out in Roseville, indoor soccer complex. It's like a co-ed. So it's 5 people on the field at each time. There has to be at least 2 women on the field at all times. So if you're interested,
their goals count for 2, right?
Equal rights, bro. Equal rights.
Yeah. The only thing I'm worried about, man, is I'm not near as good as I'm in good shape with lifting weights and working out. But when I go to run, man, I get all run up and down the field just a couple times, and I'm just.
I need a cigarette.
Yeah, you want to hear I got a funny twin soccer story. So how long, 3 or 4 years ago, Alex hit me up, was like, yo, my buddy's playing in this soccer tournament, and he wanted to see if we could play. And I'm like, yeah, sure. And I just thought it was going to be a bunch of out of shape guys, just playing for fun, and dude, we get there and dude, these guys play soccer every day, bro. And we were we were so outcast. We were literally the only white people in the whole, out of all the soccer teams. It was amazing, it was funny, so we started playing, and dude, after we had no subs, just the right amount of players to play. After 10 minutes of running around, I'm like, oh, the coach, take me out. I can't do this anymore,
We had to pull ourselves out of the game, and then we were both on the sideline trying to puke. We were just we just left, man. We were just we can't do this,
we just
way out of our element right here.
Yeah. You just left. You abandoned your team?
Yeah, we just dipped out, dude. But it was funny because we had never been juked out like that in our entire life, bro. I'm just like, what is happening right now? Dude, this guy is just running circles around me, and I'm supposed to be guarding this guy, and all of a sudden he's way down the field, and I'm just jogging, what is going on, bro? This isn't how I remember it.
I tried to headbutt the ball, and I jumped up in the air, and it was just smacked right off my face, and I was just oh, that kind of hurt.
Yeah. I got one shot. I was in one position to take one shot, I got the ball and I'm about to take a shot, and all of a sudden everybody's screaming shoot it, and I just shanked this horrible shot way out of bounds, the worst shot of my entire life, bro. I'm just
I guess that was kind of an embarrassing twin moment.
That was an embarrassing twin moment. Yeah. First of all, everyone's staring at us what are these white boys doing here? We just
was it mostly Mexican guys?
Yeah. But yeah,
so good.
Yeah, so they're just looking at us what are these guys doing here? No one's ever seen us before, and then we just dipped out after 10 minutes of playing absolutely horribly. So
yeah, that was definitely embarrassing. We looked kind of foolish out
there. Yeah.
It happens. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
I know the feeling.
But then we were also crazy good at baseball. Our dad was one of our coaches, always coaching us up until high school and everything. And
good coach matters for sure.
Yeah, so we were always,
we could have been good in high school too. We just didn't try hard enough. We got involved in other things, started playing music, and kind of losing interest in it. I kind of took the foot out of it and get to high school, and then it's 10 times more serious than it was before that. So we kind of fell out of interest, and then we started getting, started getting into other stuff, started playing some guitar, and
so let's transition into you guys' music. You guys Are you guys famous yet? Can I find your music on Spotify? How do we? I want to hear from the metalheads. Do I Metal Twins?
Yeah, the
How
last
do I hear your music? Where do I go?
the last thing we put out was this on New Year's. We just put out like I just had this riff in my head, and I came over here and I was just like, dude, let's just got this riff in my head. Let's just bust out like this fun song for like 2020, you know. So we like wrote this song and like put it out in like 4 hours or something, you know.
It took longer to record it than it and program the drums to it than it did to actually write it.
Yeah.
So like we got a lot of stuff. Like I got like a whole bunch of like unfinished songs and a whole bunch of riffs just stored in Pro Tools, you know, and stuff that I'm working on. It's just, you know, we're still trying, you know, to get like a full band together, you know, and start playing music again, even if it's just opening at Ace of Spades or Holy Diver or something. You know, we want to get back to playing shows and stuff, but it's just it is hard now, you know, compared to when we were younger.
Yeah.
With having kids and families and everybody's got different work schedules and trying to get everything orchestrated, you know. But we're going to get there, man. We're still working on stuff. And I know I haven't put anything out on the internet yet because I'm not trying to, you know, show all my work until we actually got like a legit album together, a legit EP together, you know.
Mm.
So like all our old stuff we played back in high school, you know, we had an album, you know, we never put it on. That was back before Spotify was even a thing, you know?
Yeah.
So there's some lost CDs somewhere is what you're saying.
Yeah, we went to like, I remember there was this closed down music store called Rasputin in our old town that we grew up in, Newark. And so when we had our CD recorded, we, you know, you kind of, this place, everyone would kind of like break into it and kind of just hang out, you know, and take stuff, you know, that Rasputin, the place left behind. And so we went up in this room and we found a whole bunch of like CDs that we were able to just write over and stuff. So we were just handing out our CDs for like $5 each and stuff. And
Yeah.
it was fun, like playing shows and
Yeah.
being on stage and writing songs and stuff.
That is one of the best feelings when you make, you know, when you're on stage and people are mosh pitting and, you know, cheering for, you know, songs you wrote, you know, and it's pretty awesome. Probably one of our best shows. It might sound cheesy, but it was the high school battle of the bands, you know? Yeah.
That was like one of the only times that we had like,
that's awesome.
You know, and like stuff like that, you know.
But it was cool because the high school we went to like our teachers and me and some of our homies, you know, that are also involved in music at the high school, and we went and set everything up, you know, and it was like totally our idea, and so like the music teacher at the high school, you know, kind of helped put it together also, but I mean, it sold like a little over like 2,000 tickets, so it wasn't like it was some little, you know, some little lame high school battle of band, you know, it was like legit like a pretty big show, you know. And we had like, you know, big mosh pit, you know.
Teachers in the mosh pit.
Teachers,
you know,
dude, our rocketry teacher, dude, the best. I see, you know, we're playing and our rocketry teacher, I see him walk up to the front of the stage and he takes his glasses off and he's like flexing, you know. And he's like, I'm going to the mosh pit. And I'm like, get him, Mr. Liang, you know. And he goes, jumps in the pit, dude. And yeah, it was an awesome show, dude. We won, you know, we won the Battle of the Bands, and I think we got like $300 or something, which we blew on like, you know, drinking and partying like that night and shit, right away. Yeah. But yeah, it was like, and one of our buddies was hilarious. He comes up to us after the show, and he's holding his tooth in his hand. And his gum is just like bleeding profusely. And he's just like, bro, that was such an awesome show, dude. You guys were amazing. Like, I got my tooth knocked out in your mosh pit. And it's like, yes. That is awesome. Yeah. But,
sick. What was the most recent show you guys have played?
Oh, dude, we haven't played an actual live show since high school. Like, yeah.
Well, after high school.
Yeah.
We didn't actually graduate high school, so we ended up dropping out. But then we played your show here and there a little bit after that.
Sorry.
Our band kind of did that stereotypical thing where, you know, we started just kind of getting sidetracked with other things beside music, started drinking too much, and, you know, arguing over chicks. That happened, you know, and just
partying, you know, just that whole all that teenager
That
stuff.
scene.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of just the
So-
stereotypical stuff that brought us down.
It kind of
Yeah.
sucked how we ended though, because we were doing good. We were like me and Alex were definitely progressing, like musically wise. As far as like the songs we were writing and everything, we're definitely starting to get more technical and everything. So we had a few songs that we never actually put out. They were finished, but we were working on our next album, but that's when everything kind of fell apart. But we had a radio interview lined up from like some radio, like some college radio in Frisco. They wanted to like bring us in and have us on the air and play our music and stuff. And we got like interviewed for like some magazine, that some like, but I don't really know whatever came about that. But yeah, we were kind of starting to go places, and like, everybody knew us in the town. We were like the biggest metal band of our little town. And
We're like the only metal band. There was like a whole
yeah.
bunch of like punk bands and
Yeah.
kind of traditional hardcore bands. That was the scene. Really, it was punk hardcore, not a whole lot of thrash metal or anything. So we kind of stood out in that way.
Yeah, we played with a lot of punk bands, but we played with hardcore bands too, and so it was awesome, being in a band back in high school. It was a lot of fun, and
It's never too late.
yeah,
It's never too late to get back. I can always connect you with a good buddy of mine who him and his band, they play shows at the Holy Diver and different places like that.
oh nice, yeah,
I might connect you guys and see if maybe
yeah.
because it's fun going to his shows. I enjoy it every time.
We have our buddy. He's
Cool to see him
pretty good
up
at
there.
the drums, and he's been coming over lately. And but yeah, like you said, it's just like impossible. It's so hard for us to all have a day to get together. And
Yeah.
back when we were playing in high school, it was so easy. We're just like all of us go to our buddy's house after school and just jam, for 4 hours. So every day, so it was really easy.
Beautiful.
But I think the last show we played, dude, I wish we could have a redemption show so bad. Because we were like, it was the second Battle of the Bands, high school Battle of the Bands. So
Another one?
Here,
Yeah.
And but we were headlining it, and so we like drank way too much, dude. We had like 4 hours to kill. So by the time we got on stage, we were
I think I had like 2 Four Locos before I went on stage.
yeah.
And I was just like, I was sloppy.
We played so sloppy, dude. And funny story, our buddy, one of our best friends growing up, Jordan, he the mosh pit was going, and then he said he was gonna sock some kid up in the mosh pit during we had the song called Face Breaker, and that was like our heaviest song. So
He wanted to knock some out.
yeah, so I guess he went in the mosh pit and started socking the kid up, and then I look up, and all of a sudden, like, half the show is gone because they all went outside to like fight or whatever. And so yeah.
Thanks, bro.
Like, thanks, bro. You just pretty much half our show is missing now. But
We had like mad feedback coming out of our guitar cabs and stuff too. It was not very well done the second time around. We were all really sloppy.
Yeah. So we didn't win that.
My friend says that he'll drink when he's practicing because it helps him to write stuff and to flow better. But then whenever he's performing, he doesn't drink. That's like his rule.
That's good. Yeah, I guess everybody has their different, the different thing, make them feel comfortable on stage or whatever. But yeah, we haven't been on actual playing on stage in years. So
We are gonna that's one of the positive things out of this quarantine is that I just bought some drum mics. Those should be here in just a few days, and I bought some more recording equipment, and so I could be end up stuck here, for 2-3 months. And so in my head, I'm thinking like, all right, well, I'm just gonna sit down here and start writing more. And so who knows? Maybe like 2-3 months, I might have enough material together to start doing like 15-20-minute sets or something.
Yeah.
So that's kind of one of my goals during this whole quarantine is to spend a little bit more time in here.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I want to make a whole album. And one thing that drives me crazy, like in like the metal hardcore scene nowadays, is a lot of bands just put out like 4 to 6 song EPs, And I feel like that's such just like a shortcut, like a sellout, dude, because when we had our album back in the day, it was like 10 songs, like a full like 45-minute long CD, And a ton of bands now, it's kind of just half-assing it, you know what I mean? And it's enough for them to, open for shows and stuff, and do local shows and stuff, you know, but I feel like that's such a shortcut, dude. You know, like I don't really I can't fully respect a band that doesn't put out a whole album. You know, I don't know. That's just me, but you know, I want to see that they put in that time and effort into putting out a whole album. So that's what we intend to do at some point, but we'll see.
What instruments are you guys best at?
Guitar.
Yeah,
I've been getting a lot better
guitar, acoustic,
electric
guitar. We play 7-string guitars. I got a couple 7-strings. He's got a 7-string. Got the ukulele, which maybe one day we'll incorporate into a metal song.
Yeah, we'll have to bring you over and put some ukulele tracks down, bro.
I like when bands incorporate different instruments, man. Like there's this one band I like, Rivers and Nihil, and they got a saxophone player. So
ooh.
just like riff, you know, and then all of a sudden it'll just cut into some sweet, sexy saxophone riff. I'll be jamming with it. I like it.
I like when the rock bands incorporate a little violin.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah,
Violin's always cool with the metal.
Yeah, that always sets bands out for me. Bands that throw in that little something to make them different. You know, that's one thing that drives me crazy too. Is a lot of bands nowadays just try to like mimic a sound, you know, or like mimic another band's sound. You know what I mean? And you know, they don't really get anywhere. You know, and the bands that actually, you know, add that violin or that saxophone or try to, you know, do something unique, they do big things. So
I've been trying to get a lot better at the drums lately. Actually, that's been kind of my new thing. I'll be lifting weights and I'll do a couple of reps, and then I'll go jam out on the drums for a couple minutes. And I'll back and I'll lift and I'll lift.
Yeah, your own workout program there.
Yeah, it's kind of like I'll like kind of
mental and physical workout
at the same time, you know. So
I feel like it always would be cool to learn. Back in the day, when I wanted to learn an instrument, I wanted to learn the drums. I felt like you expend the most energy playing drums, and that always attracted me to playing drums, but for whatever reason, just didn't work out. I didn't end up learning. I got one of those drum sets, one of those quiet drum sets. You put your headphones on and you hit on it.
Oh, electric drum set. Yeah.
But I didn't have the discipline or the desire or whatever. It just didn't work out. But maybe one day, you know, maybe.
Drums are tough, man. You gotta have that natural. I'm not like an amazing drummer by any means, but I can hold a beat for a little while. You know, I can do some basic stuff and kind of keep it going. You know.
Yeah, we can play some basic beats. You know, some basic whatever punk rock riffs or some hard, you know, the basic hardcore riff and stuff on the drums. But
get that double kick going for a while.
Yeah, we've always been guitar players, but we had an awesome guitar teacher back when we were in high school. We would go and you know, he was a metalhead too, which was good. You know, and so we'd go in and you know he'd teach us like the boring book stuff that he was required to teach us, you know, for, you know, at first it started off and we'd do like half an hour of the book stuff and then half an hour of, we'd bring in whatever metal song we wanted to learn. I mean, we'd bring the tabs to him and then he just kind of played with us and we'd learn to play them like that. But after a while of us going there, we just wouldn't even do the book stuff, you know, and we just bring in metal songs and, you know, we just sit there and play metal songs with him, and he'd let us go over too. You know, we just get so into trying to learn this song that he would just let us stay overtime. You know, and it was just more like fun. You know, it wasn't even like he was doing it just to get paid. You know, it was actually fun for him. You know, so he was an awesome guitar teacher, and so that definitely helped us. But yeah, that was great.
Cool beans.
Yeah,
love that.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, this has been awesome. I've enjoyed learning from you guys and understanding what it's like to be a twin. So I appreciate all the twin stories. If we're ever at work and you got another twin story that comes to mind, just share it with me because I'm always looking to pass the time at work. We talked about that yesterday about how, you know, Harris Center, we got a lot of downtime sometimes, and I usually, my favorite thing is to leave and go chat with these two guys over by the truck. Usually, those are you guys and hang out with you guys because I'm like, I'd rather hang out with people than just stand and watch, you know. Which is a lot of theaters standing and watching other people work, and then do your bit of
always good seeing you at the Harris Center, bro. And then once this whole virus thing is gone, bro, you know, definitely.
Give me my $40 finally.
Yeah, I'll give you $40, and yeah. then see if once this whole virus thing is gone and concerts get going again and the
Yeah, it's gonna
industry's
be a
all back
while.
together, then yeah, we'll definitely be working a lot together, bro. Do some country concerts.
Yeah, dude. Like you said, I'd love to hear if you guys have any way I can listen to your stuff, on Spotify or something. Let me know.
Oh yeah,
I'll send
Yeah.
you some stuff over.
I'll do a podcast review on your music.
Hey,
Reaction videos.
that'll be a rough review. Yeah.
You guys can call yourself, high school musical. Something like that,
Yep.
in your high school band days. No, just kidding.
Yep.
All right. Well, you guys don't log off. I'm going to chat with you even after I stop this recording. Quick message to all the listeners out there. If you would like to be on a podcast, please let me know. I think that every person, and this is kind of a message you'll hear on my podcast, I think every person has a unique experience and unique skills and knowledge that I don't have and that others don't have and that others want to hear. And I want to give you a platform to share that. And I also want to learn myself about just all these different, areas of knowledge that people have. And I want to hear about your story, your knowledge, your passion. So please message, comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll get you on a pod as well. So anyway, signing off. Thank you, gentlemen. This has been awesome. Don't hang up just yet. And we will see you guys soon on another Topics with Tim.
Awesome. Thanks for having us on, bro. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Yeah.